What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Habibi, and if you are a returning subscriber, I'd like to thank you guys for watching and supporting me. Today I'm going to give you guys the trade breakdown of the one trade that I took today. I'll give you guys the reason I got into the trade, I'll give you guys my profits on it, and I'll give you guys the reason I got out of the trade as well. So if you come on over here, I'll break it down for you guys. So I took Tesla today, which was the only one trade that I took, and I took that based on flow. So that was my second point of entry, but my first point of entry was actually Tesla gapped up overnight, and I'm assuming people took profits at open. So the first thing I was looking at open was there was a lot of volume, and the RSI was getting close to being oversold. So what I did was I took a risk here, and I ended up getting in one contract here, and I was hoping for it to bounce because it was oversold. So on this first candle, what it did was it came down to about 450, and I got in right here at the bottom, and then I took profits right around here at the top, around like 457, because the candle ended up coming back up. So I can show you that here. So on the first trade I took was 195. So I made $195 in the one trade. And then if I go to my activity here, you can see I got filled here at 831. I got one contract and I got filled at $10.40. And I got out of the trade at 832, and I got filled for $12.35. So I was in the trade for about a minute again. So I made $195 on that. So my second point of entry on Tesla was I saw that it was again oversold. So I was kind of waiting for, some sort of action to happen and waiting for it to pull back up. So what I was watching was the flow on Tesla coming in. So around this time, the flow you can see here was stacking like massively. So all this flow order was coming in. So I was watching Tesla very closely to see if it would bounce or if it would end up taking off and break, the high of day, and I could long it. So I saw this nice flow come in, and I saw that it bounced here, and I ended up getting in second entry, which was right here. So around 456. So I got in at 456, and I went a little bit heavier because I was more confident because of the flow coming in. And basically what this flow algo does, all the flow you can see here, is it's showing you people across the market that are bullish on Tesla, that are confident that Tesla's going to go up, and they're putting their money into calls. That's why everything is green. So if they're bearish on it, it would be red. So all these people are putting money into Tesla, saying that, hey, we think Tesla's going to go up. So I'm basically just following the big money. So again, I got in second entry on Tesla was at 456. So I got in at 456, and I took profits at the top of this candle here. So the reason I took profits was because I saw that it was kind of getting rejected over the pre-market highs a little bit. So I ended up taking profits, and I was up very nicely too. So I ended up, just getting out of the trade. And then I ended up falling right back down, and, Tesla just broke through low of day and kept on going. So you can see on the second trade here, I ended up profiting $680 and then totaling of $875 on both trades. So on the second trade, you can see here, I got in at 841. So I got in at 841. I got four contracts. Sorry, not five. I got four contracts, got filled at $10.70. And then a minute later, I got out of the trade, and I got out at $12.40. So, with a bigger position, I made a little bit more profits. On the first trade, I only took one contract. On the second one, I took more because I was more confident in the trade. And there was, a lot of flow on it as well that made me confident. So that MU swing, didn't end up working out, which I swung yesterday. I ended up cutting losses at open, and then I ended up just taking the one Tesla trade, and I was up on the day 658, which I was perfectly fine with. So that's the one trade I took today. I was hoping for a little bit more momentum on Tesla. I actually had a resistance here at 467. So I was hoping that if it would, keep going up, I would hold through the high of day, and I would wait to see if there was, good enough volume to hold it through a resistance. So what I usually end up doing is when a stock gets to a resistance and I'm already in the trade, I end up taking profits, and I'll re-enter with the profits when it breaks the resistance with volume. So that way I'm getting into the trade with profits now and not my initial investment. So there's something to look at, or something that I pay attention to when I'm trading. So that's basically it. I did this trade today. I would have been up nicely if I didn't take the MU swing, but MU actually broke out of a daily range, so I was confident in it. I was bullish in it, thinking it would go up. It didn't. I followed my stop loss to cut it open. So this is my analysis on this trade. I hope that it was informative and I was able to explain to your guys' understanding. And one thing I want to go over when I say high probability setup is basically, what it sounds. It's basically a high probability setup. So it has a high probability to, continue going up or continue going down. That's what I mean when I say that. So for example, if I was to take a trade, bounced off the 8-day moving average, I wouldn't go in heavy position sizing as I would if I was getting into a trade when it was breaking resistance. So that's the difference between a high probability trade versus a regular trade. So I hope that helps for people, that had questions on it. And I hope my, technical analysis was understandable, where you guys were able to benefit from it and learn from it. So, I'm happy with profits on the day. I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you guys have any questions or any comments, drop it in the comment section. I'd love to answer any questions. And if you guys, were benefit from this video, drop a like. And if you're new to the channel, and I push out daily content, so if you guys want to subscribe to the channel, I'm always posting every day my analysis, the trades I took behind it, all the rationale and all that kind of stuff. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.